Hi, welcome to Chapter 2 Loops. Before we do that, I want to show you how to get to the Express course on code.org. What you're going to do is you're going to go to code.org, type it in, and then you're going to go to Learn. Scroll down to grades K through 5, click Learn More. And then here you're going to click on Express course. And this is the course we're using for this whole course here. So please make sure you bookmark this so you know how to get to this easily. All right, going back to Chapter 2, Loops. You probably heard of loops before as maybe roller coaster loops or loops on a shoelace. So I want you to think about that continuous kind of motion. And basically in our lesson for this chapter, it's basically repeating a sequence of actions in an effort to achieve efficiency and the desired outcome. So in the real world, you may have seen this on here or here. These are called repeat buttons. On maybe you're playing music and you want to repeat the same playlist or same song. So that is what you might have seen in the real world for repeat. So that means that you're going to play the song over and over again. Right? I'd like you to go to the Express course, Lesson 6, Loops with Ray and BB-8. And it looks like this right here. We're going to go to Lesson 6, Puzzle 5, right here. So, again, looking at our directions, we need to get all the scrap metal. So BB has to go collect all that. Just like we did in Chapter 1, we need to make sure we do everything in a step-by-step manner. But this time we're going to use our repeat block right here. So it says you're going to use one block inside of a repeat block. So what's going to be going in here? Okay. And again, if we look at our blocks, we can only use 3 in this lesson. So this is going back to being efficient, right? So that we are not going the long way. So if we look here, we have to look to see first is how many steps should BB-8 take? Let's worry about that first. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is he going to do 5 times? Now he is facing the correct direction, by the way. Okay, so he's facing the correct direction. He needs to go to collect the scrap metal. So he needs to go do what 5 times? You're right, move forward. So what we do is we take the move forward block, we put it in our repeat block. And what is this actually saying? This says when I click run, BB-8, is going to move forward 5 times. Okay, let's go. Got it. Good job. Okay, next one. All right, here is puzzle 6. So keep it up, BB-8. In this puzzle, 2 repeat loops will help you get BB-8 to all the scrap metal with the fewest number of blocks. So here, you can only use 6. Okay, you can only use 6 blocks. And it says you need 2 repeat blocks. So this is something that you may want to do, and you don't have to. You'll figure out your method. But it tells me to use 2, so I'll take out 2. So it kind of shows me I need to work on that. But just like Chapter 1, we need to go step by step. And let's just go horizontal first. Okay? This might look pretty overwhelming to you at this point, but let's just, like I said, break it down step by step. So let's go and see how many times we have to move forward to collect this second one in the horizontal way. Okay? So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to have to he's going to go forward 4 times. So what can we do so that we don't have to use 4 of these? You know it. Take our repeat block and put one inside, move forward. And then don't forget, we need to change this to 4. So here's where you can actually customize how many times you want to repeat something. And let's just run it. Notice there's no step block here. So we can just run what we have so far. Let's go. Okay, so far so good, right? Again, we're asking ourselves, is this the right way? Do we need to change anything? But we know we're fine. So now BB-8 has to go which way? This way, right? Go down. But he's not facing the right direction. So he has to turn which way? Does it even matter which way he turns? No, right? He has to just turn as long as he's facing this way. So now, let's pretend he's facing the right way. And let's actually just reset it and run it so we can see. Oh, turn left. So we had him turn left. Is that going to help us? I don't see his eye though. So maybe I was not right. But let's just try it. He's going to move forward how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So similarly to the first set, this is vertical now. So we're going to move forward 5 times. Let's try this, okay? Oh, so something is not right. So do you see what happened? I was not right about that, but I just have to keep going and say, I know that this part was correct. But once he got to the last square here at the horizontal part, I was not correct in terms of how he should be turning. So I should just change this. Don't change this one because then you might not know what else messed up. So you have to just do one at a time and test it. Let's try it. Yes, we did it. All right, let's do one more puzzle. This is puzzle 7. And here, do we have directions? No, but we got Ray the cheerleader says, go BB-8, you could do it, you could do it. And if you see this light bulb with a 1, it's asking you, do you want a hint? So sometimes it will guide you to ask you a question to help you along. Okay, but let's just go ahead and put no, and let's just try. So BB-8 we know is facing us because we see his one eye there. So what should he do first? Oh, sorry about that. Before we do that, again, there's no directions. So it's up to us to figure out what we need. But we can only use 5 blocks, don't forget. So first, going back, BB has to do what? He has to move forward. Okay, notice how I took this away and I put it back. Do you see how this became a 2? That means I can only use 2 move forwards. You see that? So if I put 1, you see what happens to the number? Then I can't take any more. It's not supposed to use that many. That's a little guide to help you because, again, we're trying to be efficient, aren't we? Right? Let's put this back. So we have BB-8 move forward. Okay. Ask the question. So far, so good or not? Yep, we're good. So now which way should BB-8 face? We're going to have to turn which way? You got it. Turn right. And then he has to go forward how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll take our loop block, repeat block. We're going to put what inside? What will he do 5 times? Ask yourself. It's move forward. Okay, so let's reset and run it. Yes. Good. Good. So thinking about how we had trouble today with the different directions and how I didn't select the correct block. I said in the last puzzle BB-8 should turn left, which should have been right. That is something I want to talk to you about today, and that's called critical thinking. Okay? Right here, you may have heard of a Rubik's Cube, right? Right? So, and played with one before. So if we look here at the Rubik's Cube, what's the goal, right? You're trying to flip the blocks, turn the sides so that every side is the same color. And I don't know about you, but I'm still trying to work on it. But it is very difficult. to me, but I'm sure if I practice more, it could get easier, right? So critical thinking, what is that? Well, when you're doing a Rubik's Cube, you have to do a couple things, don't you? You have to think about what you're going to do. You have to plan what you're going to do, and then you have to test it, which mean to pull it off, right? And then once you pull it off, you have to think, did I do it correctly? What should I do? I should plan. And let's do it. Let's pull it off. So you're kind of continuously thinking, critically thinking. This is really important for no matter what job you have or where you're going to be in your life. You could be at maybe when you get to high school, middle school, college, and beyond. Maybe in a social situation, you notice someone the car broke down. How are you going to fix that? You need to use your critical thinking skills. All right, to think of many different solutions and figure out which one you want to try. Okay, and now that we've finished 2 chapters, I really want you to start thinking and reflecting on what we have done. You may have done some of the other puzzles in the lesson 6 with Ray and BB-8. So these are the questions that I want you to start thinking about after your puzzles or your lessons. And these are the ones I want to point out. What were my successes? So what did you do a good job on? Okay. So we can say that we did a good job on putting everything in sequence, right? How did it overcome problems? Well, didn't we have to test it and figure out I should have turned right, not left? Right? How'd you overcome it? And also it means that maybe I just took a step back. I took a break. I took a deep breath, just to get myself collected again. All right. What is something I need to work on? So I would say for what we just did together, I need to work on really thinking things thoroughly, thinking things through, right? And next time, how I'll improve? Well, I need to probably maybe take a deep breath. Maybe I need to say I can do it and not give up. Just like chapter 1, we got persevere, right? Don't give up. And which life skills did I use? I just talked about I persevered. And which life skills do you need to work on? Maybe we need to work on a critical thinking and keep practicing. Okay? So these are the questions we're going to look at after every chapter.